That A1 steak sauce.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Our game tonight featuring Kansas City as they go up against...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
For a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Celtics make a quick stop here in front of their Boston fans just one game before heading back out. Looking at the first half of the season, it's been one they've been very proud of. They have a lot of confidence so far.
And you know what? This may be the most dangerous team in the league right now. The way they've been playing, they're a team that no one will want to see in the postseason.
Well, fellas, this is how you map it out. Get stronger as the year goes on and reach your peak just in time for the playoffs. Better watch out for these guys.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Setting the floor for Kansas City, we've got DeRozan. Harris is out there with Steph Curry. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Parker in at the 4 slot. Basket good. Prince has got his first points in this one. For Kansas City, their last game a loss to Miami. Curry kicks to Harris. Curry looking around. DeRozan in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. A 15-footer. Horford with the rebound.
Well, that's giving him too much space from mid-range. It doesn't hurt him there, but they can't keep doing that.
Outside Millsap. Curry against Lowry. From past the arc. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Lowry. And right around this time of the year, some teams spending long stretches on the road. Chris, that's difficult. It's got to be tough, I would assume, for players to deal with that, teams to deal with that.
It does get tough. Long road trips, travel, you're staying home from your family, you haven't seen your family and your friends, but I tell you what it does as a team. Coaches love it because it builds camaraderie, it builds chemistry. Now you have time to go to the movies and hang out with guys on your team at a restaurant or just hanging out. And what does that do? It brings you a little bit closer together because now you're building a relationship that's not based on basketball. These long road trips allow you to be together, to get to understand and know each other in ways maybe you haven't before. And believe me, it's been many times on the court. I've joked with the guy on my team about something that had nothing to do with the game, and it brought us to even play harder because we had an inside joke about something else. Who wouldn't want to play with their friends, right? Who wouldn't want their friends to challenge them? And that's the type of relationships you build on these long road trips.
Now here is Harris. After Gordon Hayward's miss, DeRozan in the corner. Misses off the right iron. Celtics leading by 7. Prince outside. From deep three-point range, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Lopez kicks to Harris. Pass to DeRozan. Nice ball movement by Kansas City. Parker outside to stop the drought. And Kansas City misses again.
The D pretty much taking that possession off, but the shot's off target with nobody near.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. Now Hayward. with 4 seconds on the clock, and that's 2 points on the layup. Hayward's got his second basket.
A decent size, good hands, a couple of things that make Hayward a solid finisher inside.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Al Horford provided some insight on why he decided to...
What put me over the...
Playing for a historic franchise like the Boston Celtics, Greg, they've got, of course, the great fan support, great history. Something Horford relishes.
A great choice. A team with depth and youth. They have a chance to be good for a long time.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
And really, for the whole first quarter, they've maintained their intensity. Let's see how long they can sustain it.
Setting the floor for Kansas City. They've got Harris. Jabari Parker is out there with DeRozan. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here is Harris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. High post Lopez, working on Horford. Clock is at 3. Shoots a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
Well, also great execution. Let's not forget about that. Being active gets you only so far if you lack the discipline.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball. Guys?
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy. Here's Lopez after Taurean Prince's bucket, and DeRozan kicks to Curry. And Kansas City misses again. Celtics leading by 11.
Well, newsflash, the league has fallen hard for the three-point. Steph Curry, he breaks his own three-point shooting record year after year. No player epitomizes that more than Steph Curry, whether it's highlight-worthy heaves or setting records or winning titles. His long-range mastery has shifted the NBA landscape.
That has to be a relief. First bucket was a long time coming.
Well, you can see they were getting frustrated. Let's see if that jump starts a run.
Now here's Millsap. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He gets it in there. Hayward's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics. Chris, I've heard someone say that Steph Curry's success was, to a degree, hurting the game because kids just want to shoot threes now. Do you buy that?
Well, I definitely understand what they meant. They meant that, you know, guys don't want to get the fundamentals, kids being that because they see the highlight of Steph Curry, and I think that's actually a compliment. When I played basketball, I would go right out and dunk. That didn't mean Dominique or Michael Jordan messed the game up, but definitely their dunk overshadowed kind of the basics of the game, and coaches were complaining back then. So that's all that means. But you see thousands of kids showing up early to games to watch Steph's ball handling drills. Steph is the best three-point shooter that the NBA has ever seen, and it shifted the dynamic of the NBA. I think, you know, they understand how much work he puts into his overall games, and it's up for coaches at a young age to explain that.
And here is Curry after the three-pointer from Al Horford. Lopez, no luck. And the pass to Hayward. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hayward's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps shooting it like he has so far.
Curry kicks to Parker. From deep. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Curry.
That's a shot that Curry can make in his sleep. Amazing how smooth he is from distance.
Now here's Horford. 6 points for him. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. Down low. And stolen by Horford. Curry against Lowry. To the paint. Horford kicks to Prince. Back to Horford. Lopez with the block.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at...
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. Boston had no problems getting going. They went to work early at both ends of the floor, going on a 9-0 run to jump out in front. Looking at the scoring breakdown, they ended up going wire to wire in the first quarter, never once giving up their lead. And that should do.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Gordon Hayward with another strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Oh, well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
Lowry out there with Hayward. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Taurean Prince. And it's Horford at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. Good D by Lopez.
Does well to burrow his way into the post, but loses his touch on the finish.
Passes it to DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
And this helps build chemistry. Lopez looking to share the ball wherever he can.
Lowry passes to Millsap. Kicks it to Horford. It's Prince on the wing. Pass to Hayward. Outside Lowry. Fires the three. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists tonight. You know, for years, the adage has been that C-Web big men take longer to develop than other positions. Does that still ring true today?
I don't think so. I think today the point guard position, because the point guard position is the toughest position in the game. I think when the big men did take the longest to develop, it was because the big man position, the center and power forward, were the toughest, and that's kind of changed. Cat and B didn't take very long to develop. Big men coming to the league, they're more polished now, and I think the fact that the coaches, the coaching, the skill sets now are so much more alike that guys can make it easier adjustment into the game because they've been playing their game and adjusting a lot longer than maybe the players before that had to find a different role once they entered into the pros.
Now Prince after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Prince, the pass to Millsap. Can't hit that one. And Kansas City will go the other way with it. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for them.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Now here is Lowry taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game.
They haven't gotten their legs back. Just 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Trying to get open is Lopez.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
Here's Horford, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Ooh, that's a big boy bucket by Horford. He just used his delicate touch despite getting bodied by the D.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. I mean, Horford does a great job of keeping this team together. A glue guy, high IQ. Teammates love him. Then he's capable of stepping up big when it matters most.
Now, here's DeRozan. He has 6. The rebound by the Celtics. Horford's got his 6th rebound on the night. Poked away. In the corner, it's Hayward. He kicks it to Lowry. Pass to Horford. The Celtics need to get a shot off. The 3, Millsap. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. And talking about Horford, some people criticize his production, Chris, but his contributions go well beyond the stat sheet.
You're so right, Kevin. He gets a great read every time down the floor, on both ends of the floor. He can orchestrate the offense, and he can finish in a variety of ways.
And here's Lowry. After the 3-pointer from Stephen Curry. Lowry's shot is good.
And his touch inside more than makes up for Lowry's lack of size. He's a terrific finisher in the paint and doesn't miss many once he gets in tight. A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
From outside, off the mark. Kansas City trails by 14. And the pass to DeRozan. And it's denied.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Hayward makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
Here's Harris. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
This is what makes Curry special on the offensive end, the ability to create for himself and others at the highest level of the game.
Kansas City shooting their first free throw tonight. With 1 on the clock. And the miss. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Celtics. They lead by 13. And will return shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Setting the floor for Kansas City. They've got Curry, Parker out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Harris, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot. And it's DeRozan with the ball for Kansas City. It's a 13-point game. Here's Curry. A wide open look here for DeRozan. And he overshot that one, missing.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And the dunk by Horford.
Oh, don't get in his way. Horford not to be denied when he gets in that court.
Curry against Lowry. Curry dishes to Parker. Lopez outside. Harris kicks to DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Over Prince. Tries again, and it's Lopez laying it in.
Now you got to respect the effort. When Lopez is determined to rebound the ball, it makes a difference.
Celtics leading by 13. Passes it to Hayward. And Hayward at the stop.
He caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was time.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over. Well, great leaping ability. Such an advantage in this game of basketball, Chris, when you think about the bigs who can control that kind of part of their game. Who comes to mind for you?
But you have to go out there to look at that man, DeAndre Jordan. I mean, he dunks, it looks like a Nerf hoop. He just throws it up there. The way that he gets up. How about Drummond? The way that he can get 20 rebounds in just a second. How quick he is at getting that second step and going back up. When I think of athletic big men, I think of Andre Drummond as one of the most athletic big men that I've ever seen in my time of playing basketball.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He said, we've come this far. Now we've got to give everything left to get this one. And we can do it. So go out there and do it. Guys, we'll see what they can do.
DeRozan gets the bucket.
That's his mindset. Attack, attack, attack whenever possible.
Boston leading by 15. Left side Lowry. Celtics passing it around. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
Now here's Curry. Dishes it to Harris. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Celtics.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Horford.
Even when the entire defense was focused on stopping him, they couldn't slow him down. I mean, a terrific offensive player. Yeah, I'm surprised that D isn't respecting his mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be soon.
Pulls up on the elbow. Rebounded by Kansas City. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Down low. Here's Lopez, and it's sent back by Horford.
Oh, the way Horford positions himself as the shot goes up. I mean, his defensive instincts are just absolutely fantastic.
Lowry against Curry. Lowry with the ball. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A confident win and one where they clearly... All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Chris.